Hey, NASDAQ, where you get the best dope on the markets. I am your host, Alan Palmer. What are we talking here? We are August, what is today, the 10th? 10th. Bonds, we're looking at bonds right here. You can see here we're kind of leaking here. Okay, we've talked about bonds. A lot of good things are happening. We do have an auction this week. Check your schedule, 10s and 30s. And look at this, man, 109 sellers. Something's wrong with this market, okay? Because I have toyed with, where bonds might be a buy here. This is, it's not acting well here. That's the micro Russell. What do we got here? Where's the 10s? Okay, and here's the 10s. We are above this old olive here, okay? But the 30 years are a little weaker here. So here's that software index here. This was the one that went to 9,000 down to 9,000 down to 6,000, 5,800. And then this was the end of July here. This is where Citadel, okay, they bought it from that guy somewhere around here. There was a 10 days down. That guy sold it at a 10% discount to Citadel, which saved their year so far. And here's where we are in the software index. All right, here. This is my RBOB page here. This is Nat Gas right here. Okay, we came down here. You can see that's highlighted here. This is SEP crude. Okay, we're up $2.20. Oh, yeah, here. Call us out right here. This 80-40, 80-50-ish. Okay, ish. Those are a couple levels here. If one was going to entertain trading here, Up above there, 81.23. I am not sure of those here. This is the RBOB. This is October here. Look at this, up 9 cents. We got back down here to 260. And all of a sudden, here we are at 280, 20 cents higher here. This is SEP RBOB. This would be like spot. What do we got? 307, okay? Back here, we got down to 282. The thing about is the distillates, which is like, diesel and all the stuff you do use from crude, is these things are sticky going on the way down here. So, man, this country's got a handful in front of ourselves. Let's take a glance here, right here. This is the dollar index, okay? So we had that run up to about 101.5. Here we are right here, okay? You can see how I have that. That'd be a little head and shoulders top. And no comment there. Here's copper. Okay, we did go up and make a new high. This is a daily here. So Thursday, Friday, and then this is Monday here. When they mine for something that's kind of like the bean crush, you're mining for something. I would say now we're mining for copper, right? Because copper's at all-time highs and silver's in the doldrums, So, okay, that's my soft page here. Let's just look at this. Sugar, coffee, and cotton. Okay, just a glance. We're just looking at perspective here. But I am going to do something on this AI and just talk just in general with the floor trading community. All right. So here's the grains, okay? As a matter of fact, here's crude oil here, okay? This is more my favorite chart here, but that other one just happened to be on that other page there. Probably replicated, and then this became my home one here. So here you can see here, look at this. We came up into this trend line, okay? Look at this. Let's see if this plays here, okay? You can see I got 3 numbers in less than 20 cents, okay? 3 numbers in less than 20 cents, okay? There aren't a lot. Here, look at this. You got to go. That little blue thing is just a horizontal trend line that just got placed there since we were looking at it. 78 even, okay? So my next number is $2.50 lower here. Let's just give a look at that. And here, this is how crude, okay? You had this over here. When we broke the camel's back. Boy, I don't know, man. That's going to be a big pivot here. Anyway, okay? That's around the 80-50 level. 80 double is the top one. Okay, bottom left here. We got a little bit in here for everywhere, okay? So overnight, okay, this is the overnight range, 75 to 85. This is the 830 bar, okay? Call it 84 is the high, down to 76, 77. Okay, you can see right here 76 and a quarter. Okay, was this morning? Yeah, this was okay. Okay, that's right. Right out of the box, we came back down, came out here, took out this low here at 76. Generically, just have a sell stop under here. Back here, okay, this hit. Okay, this was down here. Remember, 67 in the goats. It was 8 in the goats at the time. Okay, that's a long-term trend line. So, you know, listen. If you got it long, I don't know. You put your stop down there. Anything can happen here. You know, weather seemed pretty good. Here's corn here. Here you can see this is this morning's range here. 60.5 again placed, mapped out here. Here, this is Kansas City wheat here. But I want to go show, okay, so that's stronger here than the SEP wheat, okay, because we got up to 7.11 down to, we broke 85 cents. That other one looked like it was about 70 cents off cuff, okay. Anyway, so here, see this light green and then this orange right here, okay. These are of the same sequence. Here the red held or the trend line held, and then here, okay, we've been over here before, okay? It's just a number. It happened to be, if you wanted to buy it against this high at 46, would we get down to 46 and a quarter? Okay? You know, you'll have some selling brought out here or there. Otherwise, I don't know. It kind of looks like a head and shoulders. We could take a trend line from here to here. It's going to be right there. So, what else we got here? Let's take a look at meal. Look at this meal, man. Meal is really, we were talking about this powder blue here. As a matter of fact, look at how we went down here. Okay, there's about 4 days right here at one of these reds. Okay, and then here the same thing except in reverse. Here you came down here for a day, and then you're sitting there right at that 313 level. Now all of a sudden it becomes a high. Look at that. As a matter of fact, 1360 was a high, 1360 was a double top here. Let me move that over. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, we're 308 even sellers here. 308.30 here. This thing could spin to the downside. I mean, you know, it's, oh, and the funds are long. And the funds are long. Here we had an olive sell here, and now we're actually under here. Wow. That'll be coming off here also, you know, next time. As a matter of fact, we could take it off. Here's the bean oil here. You know, they've been kind of, you know, they're crushing for bean oil. Bean oil is the stuff that's in demand here. Here we got 68.50 level here. This is what this looked like 2 weeks ago or whatever it was when I was on vacation here. We went up here, hit this, I think on Thursday and then Friday, okay? You know, that's why same thing with those beans last week. You know, if you can put them off, put the trades on at some of my levels, you know, and then you just have a stop, you know, and it gives you the courage to have a stop. And then whatever it is, that's your call, you know. You want to make $5, $10, you know, whatever the market's going to give you, of course. So here's stocks, little glance over at NASDAQ, and then this is the S&P. Okay, here's gold. Here you can see the powder blues up here. Okay, if you need something, email me. Get a hold of me somehow. ARP@NASDOG. Thanks for watching. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk.